The day Ethan Carter died, Elias Rivers was born. No one in the kingdom of Mooncrest ever saw him again. To the Blackwood family, the pregnant Omega had simply vanished without a trace. But Victor Blackwood refused to believe it. Standing in the royal throne room, he gave an order that would haunt Ethan for years. Find the Omega. If the child is born, kill the heir before anyone discovers the truth. Dozens of Blackwood hunters spread across the werewolf kingdoms. Some disguised themselves as merchants. Others became travelers, soldiers, and bounty hunters. For 7 years, they searched. Far beyond Mooncrest, across mountains and the sea, Elias arrived in the peaceful kingdom of Silver Harbor. No one knew his face. No one recognized his scent. For the first time since leaving Damien, he could breathe. But freedom came with a price. He had no money, no family, no home, only the tiny heartbeat growing inside him. The elderly owner of a small bakery took pity on him and offered him a tiny room above the shop. It wasn't much. The roof leaked when it rained. The walls were cracked. The bed creaked with every movement. Yet to Elias, felt like a palace. His child would have somewhere safe to be born. Months later, a baby boy entered the world beneath the light of a full moon. The moment Elias held him close, every scar on his heart became worth carrying. "You'll never be alone," he whispered. "I promise." He named him Elias Rivers. Lucas inherited Ethan's gentle smile, but his silver alpha eyes looked exactly like Damien's. Every time Elias saw those eyes, his heart ached. Not because he regretted Lucas, but because Lucas would never know the father who should have been there. Life became a daily battle. Elias woke before sunrise to bake bread, cleaned houses during the afternoon, repaired clothes late into the night. When money ran short, he skipped meals. Lucas never noticed. Whenever the little boy asked, "Mama, why aren't you eating?" Elias always smiled. "I already ate at work." It was a lie. Most nights, he drank only water before going to bed. Years passed. Lucas grew into a cheerful little boy who loved helping strangers. He greeted everyone with a smile, shared his lunch with children who had none, protected injured animals. Elias often thought, "He has Damien's courage and my heart." But happiness never lasted long. Every year, Elias packed their belongings. Every year, they moved to another town, another village, another kingdom district. Lucas never understood why. "Mama, why can't we stay?" Elias knelt beside him. "Sometimes, the safest home is the one nobody can find." Lucas accepted the answer. He trusted his mother completely. One cold winter evening, a stranger entered the bakery. He ordered nothing. Instead, his eyes remained fixed on Lucas. When the man left, Elias noticed something hidden beneath the stranger's sleeve. The Blackwood wolf crest. His blood turned cold. "They found us." That night, without waiting until morning, Elias woke Lucas. "We have to leave." Lucas rubbed his sleepy eyes. "Again."
"I'm sorry."
Within minutes, everything they owned fit into 2 small bags. By sunrise, they were already on another train heading toward another distant city. Behind them, Blackwood hunters searched every street. They were only hours too late. The years blurred together. New homes, new names, new schools. Sometimes Elias introduced himself as a teacher, sometimes as a tailor, sometimes as a baker. Each identity lasted only until he sensed danger. Lucas eventually stopped asking questions. He simply learned how to pack quickly, how to stay quiet, how to never tell strangers too much. At only 7 years old, he already understood what it meant to survive. Back in Mooncrest, Damien's life looked perfect from the outside. He had become Alpha King. His name was respected throughout every kingdom. But inside, he lived with endless regret. The mate bond never truly disappeared. Every full moon, his wolf cried for Ethan. His father's planned political marriage had failed years earlier. Damien had everything, except the only person he had ever loved. He hired investigators, searched every kingdom, offered enormous rewards for information. No one could find Ethan Carter, because Ethan Carter no longer existed. One rainy evening, an elderly rogue Omega which quietly entered Damien's castle. She carried a small cloth bundle. "I've kept this for 7 years," she said. "He asked me to burn it, but I couldn't." Inside the bundle, Damien found a tiny pair of hand-knitted baby shoes, the same shoes Ethan had wanted to give him beneath the moon tree. Then, a silver moon pendant, the one Damien had placed around Ethan's neck on the day they became mates. The witch looked at him with sadness. "You thought he left because he stopped loving you." She shook her head. "He ran because someone wanted your child dead." Damien's entire body froze. "What?" The witch's voice trembled. "The night you rejected him, your father ordered his hunters to kill the baby." The world seemed to stop. Damien couldn't breathe. His knees gave way. His own father had hunted his mate, his own unborn child. Tears streamed down Damien's face as he clutched the tiny baby shoes to his chest. For the first time in 7 years, he understood the truth. Ethan hadn't abandoned him. He had been protecting their child. And somewhere, his son was still running. If you were Damien, after learning your own father ordered the death of your mate and child, what would you do first? Search for your family immediately or confront your father first? Comment below. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you won't miss the next one.